Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever and whenever you're watching this video. This is your friend Devas here and welcome back to our YouTube channel, Fill Your Mobile. Today's video is going to be about helmets. Helmets are the most important and a must-have piece of equipment while riding a motorcycle, and these helmets are mainly made of three parts. The first one is outer shell, and this outer shell is made of polycarbonate plastic or a fiberglass. And the main function of this outer shell is to prevent any outer object from penetration inside your helmet. The second part which the helmet is made from is the center core, and this core is made of a material called EPS, and the EPS stands for expanded polystyrene foam. This EPS layer is also known as impact absorbing liner. The function of this liner is it will absorb the shock during the incidence of impact. And the third major part is the inner padding. These are mostly made of open cell foam, the normal foam and the closed material, and the function of this thing is it gives you comfort to your head and keeps everything cool. But now the question is, when it comes to buying a helmet, which things you should consider before buying it? So that's what we're gonna find out in today's video. So without wasting much time, let's roll the intro.
Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again.
So the first thing you have to consider is which type of helmet you should buy. So the question is actually how many types of helmets are there? So mainly there are three types of helmets. The first one is full face helmet, which is I have here right now. The second one is called a motocross type of helmet or off-road helmet, and the third one is called open or half face helmet. Now each of these helmets have their own purposes, but what I would recommend is to go for a full face helmet. The reason behind is this is the most safest and the most protective helmet. It gives you full protection during accidents and it also saves you from the wind blast. On the other hand, off-road helmets are also great, but the issue with off-road helmets are that if you are going on a higher speed like more than 80 kilometers an hour or something, then because of the safe of that motocross helmet, the motocross helmets are supposed to be edgy from this part. So once you'll pass the higher speed and as you'll move your head left or right, the wind will just blast on your face and it will tend to move your head here and there. So those becomes very uncomfortable once you are riding your motorcycle or bike on the higher speed. That's why I suggest you to go for always a full face helmet. And if we talk about the half or open face helmet, I would never recommend to go for that. Those are only meant for scooter rides or small city rides. So it would be better if you always go for a full face helmet. The second most important thing to remember while buying a helmet is never buy a helmet without trying it. Now there are predefined sizes in helmets like small, medium, large, extra large, like you have on t-shirts and everything, but believe me, our heads are not the same. This is I'm saying based on my experience, which I have experienced personally, that you'll find the same size of the same brand, but a different helmet will fit you differently. So it's always recommended that go to the shop, try the helmet, and if it fits you comfortably, then only buy it. Don't just select the medium or large and order it online. This is what I have personally felt, and that's why I recommend you to always try it first and then buy it. Now the third thing to remember is you have to make sure that your helmet is not too tight and not too loose. Now there is a trick to make sure that your helmet is not too loose. What you have to do, you have to wear your helmet and then shake your head madly. Now what should happen, that your helmet must be moving with your head. It should not happen that your head is moving inside the helmet and your helmet is staying steady. So in this way you can make sure that your helmet is a perfect fit. And you don't have to worry if the helmet feels little bit tight from the inside, because as you'll wear it over a time, the inner foam padding will get loosened up based on the shape of your face. Now the fourth thing you should look for is the kind of features your helmet is providing. Like Some helmets are having transparent face shield, some are having filmed or dark face shield. Some helmets also have the inner glasses which can save you from the sunlight during the daytime. And if you are planning to do moto vlogging, then you have to make sure that your helmet have a flat face at the front. This will help you to mount your GoPro mount very easily. The second thing you should look for is how good wind protection is there in your helmet. Now there are some helmets in market these days which has a sort of wind cover here at this area, so in this way the wind cannot get inside your head directly, and in that way you can mount your face, your microphone here at the front side of helmet, and the sound will be more crispier and clear and without the interference of wind. How good the ventilation is there in your helmet? I mean, there should be ventilation. So mostly the helmets are having the ventilation grills at the front, at the top, and at the back also. So just look at those are working properly or not. Then if you are planning to install a Bluetooth device, like if you want to listen to the songs or you want to communicate with your partner riders during the ride, then you should make sure that the helmet has provision to install the microphones inside it, the speakers inside it, and you would be able to run the wiring inside the helmet. So make sure that your inner paddings are removable. This will not just help to install any Bluetooth device, but it is also nicer to have removable inner paddings, because as the time passes and you'll wear your helmets for the long period of time, it's gonna get dirty and obviously you're gonna be wanting it to wash. So it would be always better if you have removable inner padding, so that you can remove it anytime, wash it and install it back again, and you can also install any kind of accessories very easily. So just look for the features which you are required. This must be changing from person to person, but just go for it. There are very varieties available in market. Now, fifth and the most important thing you have to make sure while buying a helmet is your helmet must have an approved mark of ISI or DOT, like this one. Now, what is the meaning of ISI or DOT? So the DOT stands for Department of Transportation, and these standards are followed by United States of America, and ISI stands for Indian Standard Institute, and these standards are followed by obviously India. So the meaning of your helmet is having mark from either DOT or ISI, that the helmet has been complied with some acceptance standard which are issued by these bodies, which means if your helmet is having this mark on it, your helmet is higher quality product. So these are the things which you have to consider while buying a helmet, and then I'm sure you can buy the best value for money helmet. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you like this short and little video, then please press the like button below, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram with the same name, Feel the Automobile. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and stay tuned.